Hello everyone, welcome back to AKP Sci Tech. Today I have a Raspberry Pi 5 and this tiny single board computer is capable of doing various things starting from your AI projects to robotics. Everything you can do with this tiny single board computer from Raspberry Pi 5. Now, this is a headless process. That means you don't need any monitor, keyboard, or mouse, just your Raspberry Pi 5 and the power adapter. So, without wasting any time, let's start the journey. First, we need to download the Raspberry Pi imager from raspberrypi.com, and it will take couple of seconds to download the Pi imager. Now it's time to install the Pi imager in your system. Now the installation is complete. Let's open Raspberry Pi imager 2.0. Now here select Raspberry Pi 5. Next we have to select the Raspberry Pi operating system Trixie based on Debian as operating system. Next, insert the microSD card into the USB hub. Now you can see the microSD card where we are going to upload the operating system. Next, we need to put the host name. So here I am writing Pi 5. Next, the time zone settings and country. So here let's put your own country and time zone. Next, the username and password. Don't forget to remember the username and password. Later, we will use these for Pi connectivity. Now, the Wi-Fi settings. So there are two options. Either you can use the Wi-Fi or the LAN connectivity. So there is one RJ45 LAN connector associated with the Pi 5. You can use both of them or any of them. Next, the SSH. Don't forget to enable the SSH. This is must for headless mode. Let's do it. Next, the Pi Connect. It's optional. Later you can do the Pi Connect one. Now it's done. It's time to write the Raspberry Pi operating system into the microSD card. And you can see the writing process started. In the meantime, let's download two prerequisite softwares for headless mode. First, the real VNC viewer. Again, it will take just few seconds to download the VNC viewer and install the same in your system. So right now, I am not going to install it. It's already available in my computer. Next, the SSH application. Here, I'm going to use the Putty application. So let's search for Putty in Google. Now it's time to download the Putty software and install the same in your computer. Now it's done, I think, right? Now, in the meantime, let's see the writing process. It's going on. So it will take couple of minutes to complete the procedure depending on your system configuration. Now it's done. Next, we have to insert the micro SD card into the card slot of Wi-Fi. Now you can see the micro SD card and it's done. As this is headless setup, we don't need any other accessories, just the power adapter. The power LED of Wi-Fi is blinking. Now let's wait for 1 to 2 minutes. After that, open the command prompt or CMD. Next, use the ping command to find the IP address of your Pi 5. So here you can see the IP address, right, of Pi 5. Next, we are going to open the SSH application putty, and here just write the IP address and then just click OK and connect the Pi 5 using SSH connectivity. So right now we have provided the username, the same username we have given in the Pi imager. Now it's done. It's all connected. Next, what we have to do? Just we have to change the settings of Raspberry Pi, and we have to enable the VNC viewer. For that, just use Raspberry sudo config. Now, next, we need to just enable the VNC viewer in Pi 5. And right now you can see it's done. So let's hit OK. And now what we can do? Complete the procedure. Fine. Next, can you guess the procedure? Yes, you have to just open the VNC viewer from your Windows desktop or any Linux desktop from where you want to access the Pi 5. Now, I think the VNC viewer is ready. Here we have to just write the IP address of the Raspberry Pi 5 that we got from the command prompt using the ping command. Right? So let's put the IP address of the Pi 5 and then hit enter. Now it will again ask for the username and password. So it's the same thing. Write the username and password and then hit OK. So write the username and password, then hit enter. Now you can see the Raspberry Pi 5. It's running. So now let's explore the user interface. And here it's all okay and customized for Pi. So right now you can see in the command prompt all the hardware and software details. Next, let's do a little bit customization in your Pi 5. So right now, let's change the desktop wallpaper. Instead of the default one, I will change to a new one. And yeah, that's it. The new wallpaper already set. Now, don't forget to do one thing. You should upgrade your operating system after getting access of Pi 5. So for that, just use sudo apt update, and next you have to use the command upgrade. I have already upgraded the system. Let's check the user interface after the upgrade. Now you can see it's completely changed from the previous one, just like your Windows interface. So all the options and icons are right now available at the bottom instead of the top of the screen. That's it.